Okay, it's Johnny P. We're at the death camp in Poland, just outside of, or just near Krakow. And we're just at the sign at the front. Leonora Ergerman, on the orders of Goth, they shot my husband on the 14th September 1943 in the evening. He was returning from work with the SS Bonarka squad, and during searching at the gate, food was found with some of the inmates. He was taken with the whole squad of 60 and shot. My husband, seeing that something bad was afoot, tried to escape, but he was caught and shot near the latrine. He was 41 then, a healthy, sound and handsome man. Like, this isn't one of the most well-known death camps, but this one is brutal. This is the death camp that the movie Schindler's List is based on, and we've all seen that movie. So I'm just reading stuff out to you guys. The second gate. The inmates worked within the camp, but workgroup squads were also dispatched for work outside the camp. Due to the efforts, road and railway structures were built, and a special squad was working at Waywell Castle, and after the ghetto was liquidated, they were cleaning up the area of the walled district. Some of them were working in Krakow, in factories providing goods for the German army. Through the gate located here, a work squad was leaving for work in the Bonarka brickyard. All members of the squad were shot for smuggling bread into the camp. Working outside the camp ended in September 1943. Wow. It's crazy. So this is the entrance. There's that sign. It says number 11, so I'll work out exactly what everything is later. I've been watching a lot of documentaries on this place, and it was savage. Little bird feeder. So from what I've read, there was about 5 to 10,000 people executed here. It was the place Schindler's List was based on. It was actually filmed here too. Everything about it. But I don't know what this is. I know there was the remains of the old furnaces. I'm not sure if this is it. It's found this, the remnants of the death camp. Maybe a building block or part of a building or something. But well, I didn't really find it. It's right here. So yeah, but I think there'll be like things for tourists and stuff, where it tells you what each spot was and everything like that. I was going to hire a guide, which would have been good, but this is just a big recce. I'm just going to walk around and have a look, and I can tell you right now, the vibe is just sadness. Absolute sadness. The Plaszow concentration camp, World War II. Here we are. In Plaszow camp, Dad put me into a brush factory because they kept saying that those children who do not work would be shot. In the brush making workshop, we were producing shoe and clothes brushes, shoe polish dabbers, polishing brushes and bottle brushes. They set a standard, and one had to make 50 daubers a day. When I couldn't handle it myself, usually some adult came to help me. The inmates worked on the expansion of the camp, building barracks, brick structures, camp roads, sewage systems, digging fire protection ponds and wells. Children, whose number in the camp, approximately 300, were working mainly in brush production. On the 14th of May 1944, nearly all of them were transported to KL Auschwitz. So there's 300 kids working there, and they're probably all dead. Well, they would have been. Damn, man. This place is heavy. I said a few prayers before I turned the GoPro on for all the people that perished here. 5 to 10,000, I think. So I tried to do that thing, but it didn't work. And Aaron Blumenkranz, and really they were getting maximum productivity out of us. We should have had a free Sunday once for 3 weeks, but just on that day a wagon of coal to be loaded was arriving, or another job was found for us, so time off was out of the question. Our food for a 12-hour working day was 1.4 kilos of bread and weekly, and 1 litre of thin soup daily. Wow. The utility area of the camp, behind the residential barracks in the western part of the camp, utility buildings were located, i.e. kitchen, a bakery, cold stores, laundry, latrines. Alongside there was a sick bay, the camp hospital, consisting of surgical isolation and internal wards. Alright. There still remains of the camp here. I'll have to research what these buildings are, or remains of the buildings were. This still remains of something there. These would be the original. Yeah. That's cement block. I mean, I could be wrong, but I know there are some remnants of the camp here. I just find, like, finding remnants of something so horrific just incredibly sad, but it is history. I mean, there'd still be bodies here. I mean, in this area, they are the Jewish graveyard. They cut all the headstones off and made the pavements for a street. I think it's called SS Street. We'll be going there. I mean, how crazy is that? Like, it's insane. You go and destroy a graveyard, take all the headstones because they're Jews, and then make a road out of it. I mean, it's crazy. That's why I'm calling this this little journey I'm on, I'm going to call it Devil on the Loose. I mean, it's Devil on the Loose. Wow, this is from the camp. This isn't new. I wonder what it was. But I'll definitely write in, find out what these places exactly were. I wish they had little markers or some kind of information. The residual energy is speaking as a paranormal investigator, the residual energy that just would hang around would be incredible. Imagine what these foundations could tell you. Like, all this was built by people that if you stopped working for maybe a minute, you were shot. Bit of soup a day.